deliver me now, blow my eyes.
Dear friends, good. From here, good afternoon and good evening, depending on your own time zone. So please, as you come, do well to share the program. Let's see how far the network can carry us. If it allows us 1 hour, we'll stay 1 hour. If it allows us, if it didn't allow us up to 1 hour, no problem. All the same, but all we know is that we are going to do something this morning. We are of the video I want us to talk about. Yeah.
Safest country in the world. People who go.
This is the video discussed this morning. And as we are discussing this video, I will be bringing other things and aligning it with what this our Israeli brother is saying. What is our Israeli brother that about three of them that were kidnapped in Nigeria in 2020, I think that was about 3 years ago, 4 years now. Yes, that is in 2020 they were kidnapped in Nigeria, where they come to film, to make their film, because the guy is a filmmaker with his friends that came to Biafra land at that time to write their own story on what they know that is happening to the Biafrans. And he met the experience that you'll be hearing from him as we go on this program. So please, as you come in, do well to share the program, like it, subscribe, and click on the notification bell, that when we come up live, you'll be notified. Do well to share. I don't want us to waste much time, so that we'll not start disturbing again. Now that is a little bit stable, let's see what we can do before it starts giving us trouble again. So please do well to share as you come in. Let's go straight to the video. I will be expecting our own minister, Mazio Go 247, to join me in the studio anytime soon. As we'll be discussing, I'll be expecting him to join me in the studio. And if that person out there that wants to join the studio, the link to join the studio is out there. You can do well to do so. Join me in the studio. Let's discuss. Lend in your own voice on what we are saying. On this note, I also want to wish us a happy new month. This month is going to be a month that Elohim has blessed, that the Biafrans will make a headway on our freedom fighting, on our liberation movement. This is a month that Elohim has promised that he will guide our Prime Minister, shield him against every odd of the enemy. This is the month of freedom to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. This is a month of freedom to him. This month of April will bring to the Biafrans a good fortunes. Ọnwa ọfụla anyị wetara anyị ife ọma. naanị ife anyị eri ka ọ ya eweta, ife ọwụna ya eri anyị abịara anyị nso n'ụbọchị eke, n'ụbọchị afọ, n'ụbọchị nkwọ, n'ụbọchị orie. Ise. Thank you so much, Biafrans. The link is out there. Do well to share, like, and subscribe as you come in as a new, if you're a new person. God bless you. Let's go to the video. You'll be listening to this, our brother from Israel, on his own ordeal, on his own side of the story. Just 1 day experience. Just 1 day experience he had with Nigeria. And he have all this story to tell. How much more those that have been living in this contraption for decades now? How much more those that have endured the human-inflicted pains that our Prime Minister, Biafra Republic government in exile have taken upon themselves, that these self-inflicted pains on the Biafrans, the PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, take it upon himself that he's going to stop it. What this our brother is analyzing and saying here, lamenting about, is something that happened, that he experienced that he had, that lasted for like 2-3 days before the terrorist state that kidnapped him released him, because they know the implication of Israel looking for this for this young man here, and they didn't find him. And they traced his location, because before he traveled from Israel, from embassy where he left, his passport indicated where he's going. And by the time the embassy of Israel did not see that same passport and the same ID return back to Israel, that means this person is still in Nigeria. And by the time Israel set their satellite in Nigeria to look for their citizen, and they were unable to find their citizen in Nigeria, that means the carcass or the remains of their citizen, that means their citizen is no longer alive, and the body is still in Nigeria. And Nigeria knows the consequences that will come after that. That is what that made them to forcefully release them, about 3 of them. Let's listen to this man. There are few things, it's about 3 minutes video. There are few things he said, but he speaks volume. And that thing is what I want us to unravel. Those things he said is what I want us to unravel. Those things, to the hearing of those that are still in the dark. Why are these people fighting? Why have the Biafra Republic government in exile, through their Prime Minister, made it a point of duty that this terrorist state will be destroyed? Why have they made it a point of duty that everything that they would do through civil disobedience will be a one that will cripple not only economically, but everything that has to do with the growth of Nigeria from the foundation of the terrorist state, that it will be crippled? You will hear few of it, not from the Biafrans now, not us lamenting. Many have experienced Nigeria in what Nigeria really portrays. Many of them did not have the opportunity like this young man here have to tell the whole world what he's experienced in the terrorist state, where the Biafrans have been agitating to break away from. Many people did not have this opportunity. And many Biafrans that have been slaughtered over the years, many of us did not have this opportunity to tell the world what we have went through. Many of them died in silence. Many of them were kidnapped and thrown into dungeon, and their people, their loved ones, never heard from them again. But this morning, I just want us to discuss on this, for you to know why you would throw your weight on the Biafra Republic government in exile. For you to see a reason why the only chance you have and the only chance you have to escape from the impending danger that is looming in Nigeria is through the Biafra Republic government in exile, who the Prime Minister is Mazi Simon Ekpa. But before we do that, let me play this from our Prime Minister. Before we come to this video, let me play this voice from our Prime Minister for those that are sitting on the fence, for those that are deceiving themselves, thinking that they are doing something that nobody has done before, so that you will know what you are doing.
Design of our passport.
And to be very sure that the man you claim to be following has never walked the path you're walking now, but he have always kicked against the path you are toeing now, walking against the liberation of the Biafrans. Listen to our Prime Minister, the passport and other things that he will tell you about our leader, about himself.
But security features of our passport is ready. And we have the passport, the model of sample of the passport and the model of the passport is already ready. Waiting for the recognition of the UN after some Idwa Canon. I don't know how long we're going to do the canon, for the recognition, but as long as it takes, we're going to do it.
I'll play that particular video.
Once that is
Our Prime Minister said that our passports are ready, but this passport is now waiting for the recognition of the UN. But he don't know how long it's going to take for them to recognize it. But whatever be the case, whatever it is, just woke up and say, come and take your freedom, or this your passport has
stringent measures.
So listen to this. This is what I wanted to show you. But mark that word from our Prime Minister. Everything about Biafra is ready. The redeclaration is what we are waiting for October, November this year, 2024. And once it's redeclared, if the Nigerian state chose Edward Kanono instead of the self-referendum that the Biafrans has already conducted, if they choose to go the way of Edward Kanono openly, which has been going on, the whole world have seen it, everybody have seen it. But before then, maybe they are no longer, they don't have the strength again to come out and do a Kanono. Are you getting me? So that is not going to be a problem. Our Prime Minister is working day and night to make sure that before then their wings has been broken, their legs have been broken, their hands has been broken, their head has been chopped off, and our freedom, we will declare our independent state of Biafra without any interference from anybody. And once we begin to exist as a nation and begin to do our things, UN will beg us for recognition, not us. We beg them for recognition. Just mark this word from our Prime Minister. Listen to this.
The language that have seen the enemy crying will come. Our target is to make sure that Nigeria representative, that terrorist state representative in Biafra territory will continue to cry. They will cry and cry until the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra.
Thank you so much, my sister Rosalind. Thank you and welcome. Welcome from here, Rosalind. Hallelujah. It's come to pass. Happy Biafrans. Thank you, my sister Rosalind. Rosaline, evangelist. I thank you for coming, my sister. God bless you for being here. Biafra is already here. I see that I didn't install the video I wanted. That this voice of our Prime Minister I want to play for us. There's something very, very critical he said there. Very, very important information he sent out there. Let me check if it's this one. If I check if it's not this one, I will look for the video, but we will continue.
Design of our passport, security features of our passport.
Not this one. Not this one. Let's
continue. But as long as it takes, we're going to do it. Until once that is the recognition is there.
Let's continue with the program. I will look for that video. If I find it, then I will put it. Maybe I'll put it on my short video for everyone to go there and listen to it. But let it not keep us here. Let's move to this
country in the world.
Video. This video is very, very important that we discuss about it. Very, very important. Sonny, good morning from here. Is this? Sonny, good morning from here. Is this our own Sonny? Is this Sonny Abarawa? Or which Sonny is this? Sonny Mazi Sonny, you're welcome. You're welcome. I salute you from here, my brother. Salute you from here. Let's listen to this video. Pay very close attention to what this our brother from Israel have to say.
People who go against the politicians disappear left and right.
People who go against the politicians disappear right, left, and center in Nigeria, in the Zoological Republic. Do you know what he means by people who go against the politicians? People who go against the politicians is not as a result of going to attack them. It's not as a result going as a hired assassin. It's not as a result going against them to kidnap them. No. But if you have a different opinion than the ones the politicians in the contraption have, you will disappear. And what he means by disappear is not that you will evaporate. No. Or that you will be raptured and then you go to heaven. No. What he means by disappearing is that the Nigerian terrorist state will send their lapdog against you. They will send the DSS, they will send the police, they will send what have you, and you will be kidnapped. And once you're kidnapped, nobody will give account of you. Nobody will know your whereabouts. Nobody will know where or how you ended up. But nobody will see you again. That is what this our brother is saying. That once you go against the politicians in Nigeria, you will disappear. People who go against the politicians in Nigeria are disappearing from left, right, and center. Our Biafrans from 1967-1970 that have kicked against the polities of Nigeria. That the politics of Nigeria is one that is programmed to hurt the so-called citizens of the same country. Immediately, Ojukwu and his men uttered this word, that this government of Nigeria is one that has been programmed to disappear people. And as such, they don't want to be part of such government where people will disappear because they have a divergent opinion to whatever any politicians or whatever the government is saying. An opinion of the people are to be respected. And everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion. That you see something that is not going down well with you, you have the right to say, this is not correct. And it is the right of the government to say, this is what we are doing. And what is it that is your ordeal? Let's correct it or do something about it. But this is not applicable to the terrorist state of one Nigeria. It's not applicable. This man here said, once you go against the politics, the politicians, the polities, the system of the governance of the terrorist state of Nigeria, you will disappear. Do you know the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was disappeared from Kenya to Nigeria? Because had it been Kenya government is where a government that has a clean hand, from the kidnap of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. By now they will be looking for the man that visited their country. A man that they received in their embassy, that this man is in their country. They will be asking a very serious question: how did this man that visited our country, that should be in Kenya, and we did not see him when he departed, or when he his departure from Kenya to Nigeria? How did he disappear from Kenya to Nigeria? What was the magic? Opinion to whatever the Nigerian state stands for. That he was disappeared from Kenya to Nigeria because they have a different opinion
all the time, and the government at the time was very against the
to whatever Nigeria stands for. He said that once you go against the politicians, do you know, have you forgotten what Dave Omai did in Ebonyi? Have you forgotten what Okeze Bazu did in Abia, former Abia State? Have you forgotten what Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi did in former Enugu State? Have you forgotten what the drunkard Willie Obiano did in the former Omambara State, Anambra, like they call it, Anambra State? Have you forgotten how he reduced the life of our people to be equal to that of a cow? Why he did it so is for you to know that your life is not valid. Once you're going against the states, once you're going against the policies that is not representing you, once you're going against the governors that are not representing you, once you speak against the senators that are not representing you, Once you speak against the House members that are not representing you, once you speak against the local government chairmen that are not representing you, once you speak against the federal government of the terrorist state that are not representing you, that don't even know that you existed, once you speak against them, you are done for. You will be disappear. Disappear our prime minister, Simon Ebanjoko. Did not, because they did not foresee Simon coming. So everything that they have been doing is to see how they can also disappear Simon. They have done all manner of things, made all manner of calls, use all their connections to see how Simon can be disappeared. But Simon Wogidi, God made Simon to be a rock, and upon this rock Biafra will be built. Upon this rock the foundation of Biafra will be restored. Upon this rock the declaration of Biafra will be made. Upon this rock the new dimension of the Biafrans will emerge. Upon this rock the new hope of the Biafrans will build and emanate from the dust and from the ashes. An outsider that just have 3 days experience of Nigeria have all these things to say. But each time we come online to speak about what we have been experiencing, is a place we were born, is a place where we grew up from, is a place that we have been living, is a place we know very well. These are the people that you call our own people. And when we begin to tell you what we have been experiencing in that contraption that the British come to lump-side people to, you will say that we are warmongers. You will say that we are heating up the policy. If you did not heat up the policy, you will never be free. Let me also flash this for us, for you to see what our Prime Minister said yesterday, the 31st day of the month of March in the year 2024. Very, very important that you see it, because Edwa Canon is going to be intensified. For those that are thinking that one day this Idua Canon will stop,
Stringent measures.
go and think again. Go and think again, because it's never going to stop. More stringent measures are going to be put in place. And our Prime Minister said, if you bring violence to Biafrans, Biafrans will respond with violence, will respond in self-defense with more ruthless violence. Because we are in our homes and you come to invade us. Listen to this. This message was sent to the Biafrans and to those that are planning and arranging their arms and ammunition to come to Biafra land to kill and maim people, or to send our people to RIP. Send this message to them, that our Prime Minister Ameji Buago, the man, the only man that is standing today, the only man that is taking us to Biafra land, said, send this message to them, that if you bring violence to the Biafran, peaceful Biafrans, that the same measure will be doubled, tripled, in 100-fold, and the response will be so high against the person that brought it. We are peaceful people, but if you come to us with peace, we will also multiply that peace and use it to shower you, that you will never even dream of leaving Biafra land again. Many people that have come to live in Biafra land are not dreaming of going back to wherever they come from, because Biafrans are accommodating, they are peace-loving people. Just as our ambassador, our Biafra Liberation, our Biafra Republic government in exile Prime Minister is the ambassador of peace. So that same peace is what he's sharing to as many that comes to Biafra land, that none of them will dream of going back. But if you bring violence to us, May God have mercy on you.
Stringent measures, the language that have seen the enemy crying will come. Our target is to make sure that Nigeria representative, that terrorist state representative in Biafra territory will continue to cry. They will cry and cry until the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra.
They will cry and cry and cry until the independent states and the restoration of Biafra will come. So as many that are preparing to bring mayhem to the Biafran people, all over the world, to come and fight alongside with them. Because many people, because for the fact that
Safest country in the world.
you go to your business and you come back and nothing happened, you don't know that we are in war, that we are fighting. But the video that you're looking at, Shigumi, will tell you that we are in war. Since you wonder, it's always outsiders saying it. That is the only time the Biafrans believe that actually what the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Eba, is saying is the truth. You will hear it from Shigumi. Then I will ask you what preparation you have made outside the one that the Biafra Republic government in exile has been making. What preparation has you made, have you been making for a day like this? And if your answer is none, what stops you from backing up what the Biafra Republic government in exile is bringing on the table, what the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is bringing on the table? What stops you? Because one thing is sure, and there are things that people are being judged with. If you say, oh, I don't know how to do this, that's good and fine. Everybody mustn't know how to do everything. But the way people will now judge you and hold you responsible is when you now see somebody that knows how to do that thing you don't know how to do. What was your response to that person that knows how to do it? What was your own opinion to that person that knows how to do it? What was your body language to that person that knows how to do it? You don't know how to do it, and you're fighting against those that know how to do it. That is witchcraft. That is witchcraft. You don't know how to give us Biafra. You don't know how to stop the silence disappearing of our people, like this Israeli man said, that those that have rose to say different thing from what, or to say it the way it is, what they are suffering in the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria, all of them has been disappeared. Many of them are being disappeared on daily basis. People are being disappeared from our land on daily basis. Only the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Ekpa and Joko, is the man that stopped them. Because what they wanted to do is systematic disappearing of our young men and women. Systematic disappearing of our young men and women is what the terrorist state of Nigeria has programmed to use their jihadis, the SWAB, the to be disappearing. Before you know it, you will no longer have anybody in Biafra land, and they will take over the land. Anybody raising an eyebrow. Let's go back to this video.
People who go against the politicians disappear left and right all
People who go against the politicians
the time, and the government at the time was very against the Igbo population.
There's something I want to correct on what he said now. He was using past tense to what is happening to us even presently. He said that the government at the time, because when he was locked up for 3 days, in a small cage. According to him, you're going to hear it from him. The time that he was locked up in a small cage was the regime of the man that ruled Nigeria from the grave for 6 years, Muhammad Buhari. That is the time he was captured and put in the cage. Are you getting me? Now he was saying that the government at the time was against the Biafrans, the Igbos. It was not at the time. The government of Nigeria has been against the Biafrans from the onset and is still against the Biafrans as we speak, and will still be against the Biafrans tomorrow, and will still be against the Biafrans next tomorrow, and they will still be against the Biafrans next year, and they will still be against the Biafrans till eternity come if we fail to do nothing. And there are some other things I want to ask us. Just imagine what was done to, because he came to film. He's a filmmaker. What do you think that the Biafra leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, has been going in the hand of this terrorist? If a man that just come to film, jotted and put in a cage like a dog for 3 days without food, without anything, just water, and they went through this torture, both emotional torture, both dehumanization, both what have you. All the human, he was downgraded. He was dehumanized. 3 of them, they were dehumanized. What do you think that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been going through in the hand of these people that disappeared him from Kenya and he appeared in Nigeria? For you to know that from the onset, the place you call Zoo, Nigeria, has been a kidnapping den of the terrorists, is the safe haven of the terrorists in the whole wide world. This place is the safe haven of the terrorists. The Nigeria state is the safe haven of the terrorists. They disappear people. Once you don't have the same opinion with them, they disappear you. Once you don't share the same view with them, they disappear you. Once you say something that they are doing wrong, they disappear you. Once you say that you don't, that the level of killings that is going on in the country is alarming, they disappear you. Once you begin to ask questions, who are the sponsor of these terrorists in Nigeria, they disappear you. Once you begin to say, no, I cannot be a part and parcel of this government that sponsors terrorism, they disappear you. That is what this man is literally saying, calling the attention of the world to what is happening in Nigeria, that our Prime Minister has been talking about, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been lamenting about, that our internal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, of a blessed memory, lamented about, and him and his men. And his lamentation claimed the life of our children, 6 million of them. 6 million of them were disappeared through hunger. My sister Ngozi Nwada Chinanya, you are welcome. Nwada Chinanya, you're welcome. God bless you for coming. Dodrege Wanem Mother. God bless you, Chinanya. You're welcome to the program. So this man literally said that if you go against anything, that's why everybody is afraid. That is why the media, the mainstream media of Nigeria is afraid. That's why China's television is afraid. Arise TV afraid. The Sahara Reporters afraid. BBC Igbo, that one is being controlled by their master. They are the one that installed them from British, because BBC is British television or radio station, and other Punch News, all those stations that you would think that they would be reporting what is really happening in the contraption. They are afraid of being disappeared. So when you now ask me, all these things that I'm saying, why is it that the mainstream media are not reporting it? Is because they are afraid of what this young man just said now, that they will be disappeared. Any of them that utters it will be disappeared. If you give the accurate number of people that are being kidnapped on daily basis in the north to disappear, sent to RIP, you yourself will also disappear alongside with them. This is the way we would have been disappearing one after the other in Biafra land if it's not for the PM, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. If it's not for him that stopped these Barodians from coming, having their way into our land, staying at liberty in our land, this is the way our loved ones will be receiving phone calls that this person had been disappeared, that they are looking for him, that this person had been disappeared, that they are looking for her, that this person had been disappeared, they are looking. This is the message we would have been getting every now and then from the Biafra land. My sister Diana, you are welcome. Good morning also from here, Diana. And this is how our people would have been disappeared if not for the Prime Minister. If it's not for him, this is how we would have been disappearing. Some boys went for marriage in Imo State, and the Bubago at the time went there and they massacred everybody. They killed 17 boys, 17 able-bodied men, and they tagged them a name that they are criminals. People that went for traditional marriage, many lost their life, and those their bodies could not be recovered. We are all disappeared. Okay, imagine what that happened in Abia State, former Abia State. In that market. Headless bodies. Are you trying to tell me that these headless bodies are not human beings? Are you trying to tell me that these headless bodies is not a relation of one person or the other? Their families have searched and reported to the police that their loved ones is missing, and the police did nothing about it. Because those in the police, in the army, in all the security formation of the terrorist state, the Zoological Republic, are one and the same with the terrorist. Just like the testimony that was coming from Afghanistan, a man that analyzed the Afghanistan situation even before what happened in Afghanistan happened. The man said that Afghanistan soldiers and police and all the security formations are soldiers of the Afghanistan soldiers by day and the terrorist Taliban by night. That is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Assam, ISWAP, Herdsmen, all these terrorists, deadliest terrorists that you're hearing in the world, they will become that in the night. But in Biafra land, they will wear that security formation uniform. They will wear that security uniform and come to our land to make former Delta State. Many young men were killed. Biafrans in the coastal region, they were massacred, their homes burnt. The same thing that the former president Olusegun Obasanjo did, that same community that Olusegun Obasanjo went and destroyed, bombed everywhere, destroyed home, the life and property of people, men and women, children were killed, sent to RIP many years ago. The same thing that this present day Nigeria is repeating.
History is literally repeating itself. But the we are done for appeared. This is the initial arrangement in the year 2000. In the year 2021 was the time they planned to start disappearing our people. In the year 2020, they were sending their logistics. Remember in that lockdown that happened in 2020, in that 2020, there were some explosives that they hide behind the army barracks, army barracks, the military base in army barracks. These headers that were moving logistics through Dangote trailer and all that hide explosives and some arms and ammunition there. It was the Biafra security men that found out what happened there, and that arms and ammunition were recovered by the Biafra army. It was recovered by the men that were safeguarding our land. But in that lockdown that everybody are meant to be sitting at home, the Biafrans, even those abroad, are meant to be sitting at home. Some countries that our people are domiciled, their host country even paid them for them to sit at home. But in this place that nobody was even given the palliative that was sent to the people, the palliative that were sent to the people from abroad, that countries of the world donated to the wretched terrorist state of Nigeria, that have always been poor and they are proud of it. Shitima said that they are proud of their poverty, that they are proud of that they carry their poverty with pride. But that is not our problem. We, the Biafrans, we don't carry poverty with pride because we work hard to make sure we have everything that life can offer. They were moving their people, installing them in different bushes, in different forests, in Biafra land, with purpose. Their purpose is to, as you move to the forest, to your farm, to cultivate, to plant, to harvest, you'll be disappeared. Nobody will know what happened to you. Just like they disappeared those people that are in that cattle market in Abia State, former Abia State. Many of those people are the people that are in that market. Many of those people are those that used to stay late in the night. Many of those are those that are passing through the road. Many of those people that you see, the headless bodies, there are many. Forget the number they gave to you. Many headless bodies, they say that many were recovered later in that same spot. But these people that were disappeared and their head cut off and their bodies buried there, from which family did they come from? Many of these family members, families that lost their loved ones to these terrorists that are saying that they are headers, to these Fulani headers. Many of those families are still waiting that one day that their family member will come back, not knowing that in this life you will never see him again or her again, that he have been disappeared by the terrorist. But why we have a safe haven today, that we can go to farm, our loved ones can go to farm, our family can go to farm, our mothers, our fathers can go to their farm and come back safely, is because the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Eba, stopped the encroachment into our land, the encroaching into our land by the jihadis. He stopped them. Sack all those that are living in our forest. That today you can go anywhere you want to go and come back. You will not be disappeared. This man, this Israeli man, had just 3 days experience of what Nigeria stands for. How much more can you listen to me that have lifetime experience of what Nigeria holds for me? Who will you listen to more? Is he a man that have just 3 days experience of what Nigeria stands for and of what Nigeria holds for, as many that stand up to challenge their tyrannical rule over them? Because it's only a tyrannical state, a tyranny is only a brutal state will disappear anybody that rises in protest. That rises in protest that the security formations that were created in Nigeria, in NSAS, the people that were with the Nigerian flag were all mowed down. It's only a tyrannical state will engage in such activities. It's only a tyrannical state will have some persons that said, we don't want to be Nigeria that our fathers did not subscribe to. Even though our father, even if our fathers subscribed to it, and we, the new generation, said that the way the system are being run, that we're not comfortable with it. We want a better country that will be better than this one. What you will do as a civilized people that they claim to be, as people that practices democracy, is to say, okay, we don't need to engage ourselves in a kinetic approach to this. We will go to the ballots. Let those that share the same view with you that they want Biafra, let them vote. And let those that share the same view with them that they want the terrorist state of Nigeria, where they will be disappeared at every given time, we vote. At the end of the day, the Biafrans will go their way, and the terrorist states that love what is happening to them will go their way and go and develop at their own pace, while the Biafrans will bring the development that they want the world to see in Africa. But no, because they want to suffocate you. They want to disappear you at every given point. If they need kidney like Ekweremadu with this, had it been Ekweremadu were not caught, that guy that went with him to UK would have been disappeared. That guy was disappeared from Nigeria to UK with intention that is going there to have a good life. Just imagine the high hope that you have that a senator from your community called on you and said, I want to take you in one of my trip to UK. I will give you a job there just to change the life of your family. You will go and give testimony everywhere. You'll be telling God, at last you remembered me. Sorry. You'll be saying, Elohim, at last you remembered me. Not knowing that that moment you move, you boarded aeroplane. You boarded the plane from the terrorist state of Nigeria to wherever he's taking you to, that's the last you're going to see your people. That you will be disappeared. This is what they have prepared us to be. A place where the world will be the organ harvesting hub of the whole world. There was a video that was trending. Our prime minister brought this video and analyzed it for us. I will look for that video again and I'll bring it. That man, he is a doctor. And he's not just a doctor, he is the one representing Nigeria when it comes to health situation or the medical field, in the medical field. He represents the terrorist state of Nigeria. This man in his testimony said that some persons that are acting God on other people has bought many hospitals in Nigeria. Has bought many hospitals in the terrorist state. that you will go to hospital and the doctor will insist that you must go through operation because of what you're suffering. I don't want to use this medium to tell our people, but especially those that are in the contraption. If you go to the hospital and we are told that you must go through operation, my brother, my sister, do not end your text in one hospital. Go to more other hospitals for medical checkups. Because you never can tell when you have fallen a victim on those hospitals that have been bought by these organ harvesters. And the easy way they do it is when they said they are conducting operation on you, they cut off one of your kidneys and seal the whole place up. And when you ask they will tell you pass through operation now, so you will not even ask any question. But from there you will start dying. Because you will come out and start doing things the way you normally do them before, not knowing that what that helps your immune system to be strong, what that helps the white blood cell to fight organs, to fight germs and all bacteria that are coming into your life, that in the strength have been reduced, is only one that is now helping to do all those things. And when you begin to do work the way you normally do it before you know it will just be buried and sent to RIP. You'll be disappeared. Because of the program that this terrorist state of Nigeria holds for everybody. A man had just a 3 days experience and have all these things to say. How much more me? How much more Simon Ekpa, our prime minister? How much more Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our leader? How much more all the members of the cabinet? How much more all the Biafrans that are agitating? How much more our minister of information, Sonny Abarawa? How much more Van Bam? How much more our deputy Van Bam? How much more all these people that are speaking our own Mazugo 247? How much more these people that are speaking? How much more our brothers and sisters that are speaking in the X space? Stella them. Mazu Gochuku and Jedi Walker them. Mazu Onyeka aka Nkodedam. All those men and the women that are speaking, how much more can you listen to them and hear what they have to say? They are giving you first-hand information. There's a time that there's a place things we get to, and some persons will say, let's go and let's hear from the horse's mouth. You are hearing directly from the horse's mouth as I'm speaking. But you will choose to hear from somebody that just have 3 days experience. That is the only time you now believe that if this man can say, that means that what they are saying, that's a truth. Not that you have believed what we are saying completely. Because the world is a wicked place, where those that are dying and being maimed and being killed, the world keeps a blind eyes to them. Not until you rise to the occasion and begin to retaliate, once they see that you have more stronger force than what they have programmed against you, that is the time they will start speaking about you. That is the only time they will not believe that what is being done against you is evil. But so long as you're crying like a child, nobody will listen to you. Nobody will give you attention. No, everybody will pay blind eyes to you. Why? Because nobody is coming to save us. That is why we throw all our weight and everything we have on each other. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the only man that is stopping the invasion of our land, the only man that is stopping the ethnic cleansing of our land, the only man that is stopping the annihilation of our people. We trust him. We believe in him. We follow him. Anywhere he leads us, we will go. We don't care to know what you feel or what you believe in. We don't care. The only thing we know is that this is the only man that has brought the new dimension in this struggle that we are in. You can gossip and yap from now till eternity comes. It doesn't change anything. The only thing is that the Biafra has come. The only thing is that Biafra has come. That is the only thing you're going to see. You're not going to see anything different than this. So the more you gossip, the closer Biafra come. The more you yap, the closer and stronger the Biafrans grow. The more you plan evil against us, the stronger and the more strategic on how to stop you Elohim reveals to us. So what can you possibly do to us? What can you possibly do to people that have volunteered to die for what they believe in? What can you possibly do to people that have chosen to do what they have to do to give their people a future and a hope? The only hope we have today is Master Simon Eba. And if you are still on the fence and you are still among those that are fighting him, you are doing yourself a disservice. Not Biafrans, you're doing a disservice, but yourself, you're doing a disservice. And at the end of the day, you will see how foolish you've been all these years, all this time that you fought him. Let's listen to this man again. After listening to him now, we will listen to Shigumi. Then you that have been fighting against this man, Maazi Simon Banjoko, and against the government of the Biafra Republic government in exile, that made it possible that today the Biafrans have their army. Because without the Biafra Republic government in exile, nothing gives you the right to form an army. But with the Biafra Republic government in exile, we have all the right in the world to form an army and defend our territory, and defend our people, and defend our land, and defend our borders, and do all manner of things, and even conduct a referendum on our people as a government in exile. We have all this right, and we are implementing them. Our Prime Minister said that every right that protects our freedom, we are going to overturn all of them for our freedom to come. Self-defense is enshrined in every law. And if you bring your madness to Biafra land, we will cure you of that madness, and you will go to Elohim. We'll send you to Elohim that cures madness, because he's the one that created the brain. And when the brain begins to malfunction, you need to go to the manufacturer. Because when your machines that you bought are having an issues and you go to mechanic to repair it, it's not going to be like the one that is coming from the factory. So, but if you take it back to the factory, maybe they will give you a different new engine. And when your vehicle will come back, it will come back as new as it was before. And not as a repaired engine, but as new as it was before. So we send them to Elohim for Elohim to put in them a different brain, a brain that accommodates other human beings, a brain that doesn't butcher people or disappear them overnight. That is what the Biafrans will continue to do until our freedom is achieved. Let's listen to this man before we begin to draw the curtain from there.
They had massacred them in 1967 in the Biafra War.
Do you hear what this man said? He used these 3 minutes to summarize everything that the Biafrans are going through. He said that we have been disappeared, massacred, 1967-1970 in Biafra genocidal war. That these same people has been the one putting up the resistance against the government, and the government, the terrorist government of the Zoological Republic, don't like it. They don't want anybody that will stand against them. They don't want anybody that will challenge them. They don't want anybody that will say otherwise on whatever they are doing. Mazi John, you're welcome. Keep up the good work. To you too, my brother. As you come in, do well to share the program, like it, subscribe if you're a new person, and click on the notification that whenever we come up live, you'll be notified. Thank you so much, John. You're welcome. This man said 1970, there was an uprising from the Biafran side. What brought about this uprising is because of the massacre of our people in Kano, Kaduna, all over the north. Our people were massacred, sent to RIP. And Ojukwu rose up and said, what happened? We don't need to fight over this. He called the man that was the head of state. Gowon was once a head of state in Nigeria. He called him and said, let's not fight. You're a general. I'm a general. I'm not even a general. Our internal leader was not a general in the Nigerian army. But he was our general because he protected the life of our people from annihilation, 1967, 1970. Him and Gowon went to Aburi. But people, this journalism of brown envelope journalism of Nigeria that are afraid of being disappeared. Because what I know journalism to be, before you go engage yourself in journalism, you engage in journalism and swear an oath that you will speak the truth and nothing but the truth to protect the interests of the people. Journalism is all about it the way it is. Review some things that the people, why the journalists are hiding what the government is doing to the people that are not good. Do you see the quagmire that the people are in? That when they cry out, you should listen to them. Anybody that is coming from this part of the world, you should listen to whatever he's saying. Whatever he tells you about Nigeria is truth. It's truth. Is it lying? Is it propaganda? Is it deceit? Deceiving the people? Is it killing and maiming the people and replacing them with strangers? What else could happen to people that are living in the ancestral land that will make them to say enough is enough? Than when your life is under threat, when you are afraid of immediate or imminent danger. That's why the Biafrans are reacting the way we are reacting, and we are not going to stop on this our reaction that have preserved and secured our life from being disappeared by intruders. People that are coming are invited from all over the world to come and fight for their own brothers. We cannot watch and wait other people to come and send us to RIP, and we will do nothing. May God forbid. That is what Mazi Simon Ekpa stands for, and that is what all Biafrans stands for, and we are not going to go back on this very quest to see that our freedom is achieved. Listen to this.
And still there's persecution till this day. So we knew coming into Nigeria, we're not here to get population or think of them as their enemies. Well,
This filmmaker said that the genocide that happened 1967, 1970, he corrected himself here. You know the statement he made earlier. He said that the government Am I being heard? So he said, see, the genocide that happened 1967, 1970, that genocide is still on till today. And they did one thing, they did not come to Nigeria to join the politics with the Biafrans. That's to join the liberation with the Biafrans. No. But they came in to tell the story of a people sorry about that. The network again. Sorry about that. We are back. You're welcome back. Please do well to welcome others as you come in. If you have not clicked on the like button, if you have not shared the program, do so now. If you have not subscribed, do so now. We are going back to the discussion. This man said that they see the wickedness that have been meted on
Richest
the
country in the world. People
and they just came
who go
in
against the
and came in
politicians.
that they did not come in to join the politics or to join the liberation or to start fighting alongside with the Biafrans. No. But they came in to tell the story of a people that have been oppressed for years, that the world have not had the opportunity to hear the story of these people. Because all our story that we have tried to push to the mainstream media, they were suppressed. When our leader go to the UN to tell information, is about doing what you normally do. It's like we are going
Until this
to,
day. So we knew coming.
it's like we are going to be rounding up from here, and in the evening we will analyze. I will analyze it. I will analyze this Shetima's Shegumi's video that you see here. I will tell you how this video is connected to what this man is saying here. If the time permits us, if the network permits us, we are going to do it now. But if you keep on doing this, kicking us out and bringing us back, we will stop it so that the people that will listen to the video later, the video will not be boring, going out and coming in, going out and coming in, and all that. So thank you so much, Biafrans. This man said that them coming into the Biafra land, they did not come to join force with the Biafrans. They did not come to give us arms and ammunition. They did not come to join any politics. That what they came is to tell the story of those that the world has suppressed their story for decades. That the Nigerian state used because of them, remove history from the curriculum of the education of Nigeria, of the terrorist zoological republic. You know why you don't have history in the school curriculum is because of the Biafrans. They don't want the world to know the truth. They don't want the generation that are our generation to know the truth, not the generation that will come after us to know the truth, because they thought that this their shenanigan will continue unabated till the next generation. They never knew that their end will come with this new generation that I am proud of to be part of. I am proud to be part of this generation of Mazen and Kukano, this generation of Mazen Samanaba, this generation of these genuine Biafrans that are fighting assiduously to liberate ourselves. I'm proud to be part and parcel of this generation. He said he just wants to make the ordeals of the people known to the world. Just like Mazen Namdekan have gone to the UN, gone to so many places to make the story of Biafrans heard. And these people will keep on turning him down because they said in their mind that if we are serious that we want the world to hear our story, or for the world to bring what is happening to us to the limelight, that we know what to do, and that is to stand up as a man and say enough is enough. And the only man that is doing it now is the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. He's the one putting a stop to the invasion of the terrorists into our land. He's the only one putting a stop to the safe haven of terrorists in the zoological republic, that they will not have a foothold in our land. That is what this man said. He said that they just came here to tell a story of a people that have not been able to tell their story, or the world have refused to hear their story for a very long time. That is the job this man came to do, and he was kidnapped. Number one, because I told you that in Nigeria they manufacture lies, they deceive people. This man said that when they were doing their filming, they were in the scene documenting those are Jewish people. With their phones and their IDs. And this man, they went down with their phones and their IDs. They told them that police is inviting them only for them to come out and see terrorists. People that are masking themselves, they are not policemen, are mixed up with people, some terrorists that are wearing military uniform with multiple vehicles. And they were splitted and put in different vehicles and drove them away. Seized their passport and their phone, no communication, and from that day till after 5 days, I think he said 5 days, 5 days, no food, no nothing. They were only being in a cage where they are restrained. This is the experience of a man that lasted 5 days in Biafra land. Imagine what are we, the Biafrans, we that are born and brought up from this place, have been going through. So when our Prime Minister is telling you whatever he's telling you, listen to him. Do not doubt whatever he's telling you. He's giving you a first-hand information, and you must have to take it for your own good. If you don't want to take it, it doesn't hurt us anywhere. If you want to take it, it's for your own good. At least if you're telling the story or you want to add it to the stories that you have, it will be making sense to people. But if you think that by ignoring it and refusing to see what we are saying, that is going to stop us, you are wasting your time, because your ignorance and your negligence to the suffering of the people of Biafra will not stop us, or stop us from doing the needful to save our people from looming danger and the impending danger that we are in. It will not.
Coming into Nigeria, we're not here to get involved with the politics, but we're here to tell the story of a population that many in the government experience or think of them as their enemies. Well,
to tell the story of those that many in the government of the terrorist state of Nigeria sees as their enemies. The Nigerian state sees the Biafrans as enemies because the Biafrans are stopping their jihad. The Biafrans are stopping their preparation, the preparation they have made for years to sink Quran in the Atlantic Ocean and Islamize Nigeria and have Nigeria as a safe haven to sponsor terrorism in other parts of the world. That's why they called us an enemy. We are not enemy because we have encroached in anybody's land. We are not enemy because we have once leave Biafra land and go to the north and tell them to leave their land, that we want to occupy them. We are not their enemy because we have gone to their farm once to destroy what they have in their field. We are not their enemy because we have gone to their barn before and destroy what they have in their stock. We are not the enemy because we have any time, in any point in time, gone to any northern state and sack people there. But we are enemy to them because we are stopping the terrorists from having their safe haven in this part of the world, in Africa. And listen to this one. I want you to listen to Shikumi. Okay, I want you to listen to the experience of this guy, young man.
Team of three, me, Noam, and David, and they put each of us in a separate car, drive.
I just want you to hear his own experience, so that when you're listening to the Biafrans, you respect them, because we have went through a lot. We have seen a lot. We have had enough. Enough is enough to the terrorist state of Nigeria. We want to have a country of our own, and our government is here to give us that future and the hope we have always longed for. What is happening?
And passports. We tried to negotiate, telling them, listen, we have things to film. We haven't been accused of any downstairs, and it's not the police. It's 15 armed gun militants with black.
Do you hear that? I just wanted to hear where they said that police is looking for them. And you hear him say that they came, that they went down, and they discovered that these men are not police. That's how they will come to your house and kidnap you in the name of police. They will come to your house and disappear you in the name of army. They will come to your house in the name of army. In the name of army. The Biafra Republic government in exile is stopping from happening in our land. And you must have to respect that.
Illegal, so there's no reason for us to doubt that. We come downstairs. After a day and a half there, we wake up Friday morning, getting ready to film their preparations for Shabbat, filming them making challah, filming them have a Jewish life to show the rest of the world what is actually going here. We get a call from the lobby that says, come downstairs, the police
They told
are
them
here,
the police
bring
are
your
here.
passports and phones. We haven't done anything illegal,
Come down with your passport and your phones. The police.
so there's no reason for us to doubt that. We come downstairs.
And because another said an innocent person fears no accusation. It's only a guilty conscience that fears accusation. But somebody that is innocent, you don't fear any accusation. So when they are being called on, they quietly go down with their phones and their passport, thinking that it's normal. What are you guys doing? What are you here for? Okay, you're here to film. You're here to portray the culture and the Jewish life of these people, their Jewish heritage that they have maintained. Okay, that's okay. Continue, because everybody has the right of freedom of worship, as enshrined in their copy and paste constitution. But here people were arrested because they were filming and documenting the Jewish culture and the Jewish tradition and the Jewish way of life, that some persons have maintained their own Jewish heritage from Biafra land. These men were called. The police is looking for them, only for them to went down and see terrorists in disguise. Do you hear what he calls them? governmental bodied security formation. Militants are terrorists. These are terrorists. Say they are not police, they are terrorists, wielding arms, dangerous arms and ammunition to intimidate them into submission.
Mask pointing guns at us. Immediately, they take our phones and passports. We try to negotiate, telling them, listen, we have things to film. We haven't been accused of anything. What do you want from us?
You're speaking French there? What do you
No, English. It's we're speaking film. We'll come later if you have questions. Like, you're not even telling us what we're doing wrong. No negotiation.
Police, those that call themselves police, those terrorists in uniform that went there, pointing gun at them, did not tell them what crime they have committed. They even told them, like, you will, once you're not anything, you have the right to tell the police, okay, I will come so and so time in your office. Since you're inviting me for questioning that something you want to, information you want to get from me, I will come so and so time. Or if you want me to follow you immediately, at least you let me know of what crime am I being invited for. They were just kidnapped into the vehicle, disappeared, put in a cage for 5 days.
Negotiation. They grab us. They bring us outside. There are 3 vans waiting for us. We were a team of 3, me, Noam, and David, and they put each of us in a separate car, drive us to a government location. We basically spend the entire day there, the entire night, wake up the next morning. They bring us back into 3 other cars, and then they drive us 15 hours away to a Nigerian prison in Abuja, which is the capital city in Nigeria. And there we spent 3 weeks in Nigerian prison. The first week we were in a small cage, maybe 6 meters.
Okay. They spend 3 weeks, whole 3 weeks. The first week they spend in a small cage. They spent 3 weeks in the hand of the terrorists that kidnapped them. 3 weeks is what they spent. For doing nothing, for doing nothing. Just like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been held now for 3 years plus. For doing nothing, for committing no crime known to law. Just like many other Biafrans are being detained in different prisons in Nigeria and in different cells in the contraption called Nigeria. For doing nothing, for committing no crime. But they are being disappeared because they are already there. Whether you commit crime or you don't commit crime, or you are already hated. So if you don't have a crime you've committed, they will create one and give you. You become the owner of the crime. But the only thing that is their purpose and their agenda is that you must be sent to RIP because you are hated.
What was the like in Nigeria?
survived 2 cancers from his condition, and we find ourselves in the place that's the worst if his immune system were to crash, and his medication is 15 hours away in the hotel, and it's already been 2 days that.
Did you hear that? These people have one of them because there are 3. One of them is about 40 something years, 47 years, and that one has immune system disorder. His immune system is no longer working the way it's supposed to be. So he's now using drugs, medication to help his immune system to keep on working. And if anything should happen, that he has a complication in that prison where they are being put in that cage where urine and the people's poo-poo and everything are there, they are inhaling all manner of odor coming from the dungeon. He will have another complication and he might not survive it because his medication is not there with them. Just like they are doing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, with all the complication health issues of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they refuse him of his doctor and his medical teams. You heard it from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on his last court that the Nigerian state are playing with his health. They always bring quack doctors for him instead of allowing his own doctor to come and check him up. But when the Biafrans are saying all these, many never do well people will be saying a different thing because our suffering is feeding them. And that is what the Biafra Republic government in Israel have come to stop. Our suffering can no longer be feeding people, they'll be growing fat. Why we are dying on daily basis. Let's listen to Sheikh Gumi.
Is a form of torture, but they didn't hit us.
What other torture would you want? What other torture would you have gone through that is more than what you have gone through already? The emotional torture and what have you. Let's listen to Sheikh Gumi.
Everything they are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian.
I'm special. You're welcome. All thanks to Ifa Ajuna, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Chicken, Okponko, Borok. Thank you so much, my sister. You know, when the time he was telling the Biafrans that their leader is in a high spirit. That's what he keep telling us. Our leader is in a high spirit. Our leader is in a high spirit. He will come and call us Omuchineke. At the end of the day, he's working with the Nigerian state government to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu dies in detention. Look at what this Israeli person is saying. Just 3 weeks experience he had in the detention in the dungeon of the Nigerian state. He said he didn't pray for anybody to have such experience. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been there for 3 years now and counting for doing nothing. Just like this man and his friend, they did nothing to the Nigerian state and they were kidnapped. No reason why they were kidnapped, no reason why they were detained, no reason whatsoever. Just because they hate it when people want to make the ordeals of the people of the Biafrans being heard on the international communities. So I'm special, you're welcome. Let's listen to Sheikh Gumi and you hear what he was asked and the response that he gave.
Oh, you know they're Nigerians, no doubt about that.
They are Nigerians.
Let's go back.
Everything they are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian.
This man asked Sheikh Gumi, all these people that are wreaking havoc, who are they? Are they all Nigerian? Are they all Fulani from the Nigerian extraction? Sheikh Gumi did not want to answer any other thing. What Sheikh Gumi said is, all he knows is that they are all Nigerians. He asked him, all these people that are maiming people, that are killing people, that are going on rampage, sacking villages, these people are they all Fulanis from the Nigeria extraction? He did not answer, yes, they are all from Nigeria, Fulanis from Nigeria extraction, or no, they are not all from Nigeria extraction, Fulanis from Nigeria extraction. He said they are all Nigerians. Full stop. That they are all Nigerians. He did not want to, it's not like you that will say, oh, no, this one is from a coastal region. No, this one is from a upper region. No, this one is a middle belt. Or this one is down belt. Or this one is rivers. This one is rivers people. Or this one is the coastal people. Or this one is Niger Delta. This one is this one. He said all these people are all Fulanis, all are all Nigerians, period. So you don't need to come asking him if they are from Nigeria or for they are all Nigerians. They are all Nigerians. They don't need to segregate among themselves. They don't need to split their tide among themselves, because once they join their forces together, they pull any weight that can stand against, that it will stand against them. But they want to split you bit by bit. They want to split you bit by bit. These people are Southeast, a 5 Eastern Igbo state. Then these ones are the coastal region people. This one is the middle belt. This one is the Ijo. This one are the Bini people. This one are this one. But what you have is the old Eastern region at the time, and the West, and the North. So what happened? You did not ask yourself this question. But these people, at every point in time, they want to do something to tell you that they are one North, one Fulanese. You will hear it from him. Let me know. You will hear it from this man. Thank you so much, Army Special. I also appreciate you coming. I also appreciate you being here. May God continue to strengthen you and give you more strength, my brother, and give you more protection, whether you are at home or whether you are abroad. May He continue to give you more protection and guide you. Thank you so much, Army Special. May God bless you. So what am I saying? This man said that you don't need to use, asking, telling the journalist, this is channel television or channel television, that you don't need to ask me whether they are from Nigeria extraction or whether they are all Nigerians.
Everything they are Fulanis.
Of Nigerian extraction.
Imagine ọwụ na onye Igbo ka a na-ajụ ife. I just want to use that phrase. Imagine ọwụ na onye Igbo from Biafra extraction ka a na-ajụ ife. Ọ ya agwagodo number one na ọwụrụ ọjọọ na onye awụrụ onye Igbo, na onye awụ onye Anambra, ma na onye awụ onye Enugu, ma na onye awụ onye Ebonyi, ma na onye awụ onye Abia, ma na onye awụ onye Imo, ma ọ sịghị mba na onye nke awụ onye Delta State. This segregation, divide and rule tactics that the British introduced in our system, that tyranny no today, put us in this quagmire that we are in today. But these people from the onset have done everything to make sure that there's nothing like divide and rule among them. Rather, they use the same tactics that the British have taught them very well to divide other people, and you will use your hand to invade your own people. That's why you were in the bay today. When Hannah Bassimbike ka afọ na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu apụtara ka afọ na Simon Ekpa na-enweghị ife mere ya na-enweghị ife kwutere ka Simon Ekpa ka ọ bụrụ na ejideghị ha na-akpa nkata that they are now planning ha na-apafa agba mbọ kịta na ife a na-akpa na nkata ka ego bi onye ya hara ka ọ bụrụ onye ya eji ogbunigwe gbuo onwe ya ma ya wụrụ na-enwe ife metara Simon Ekpa mana Chukwu okike abịa ma onye akpọpụtara ya n'ije ozi ya ejidego ọnọdụ dị ntu a na atụmatụ niile dị ntu aghasasị mana ndị be anyị egweghị oge ha ya etinata mma ha were mma ha si nwanne fa n'ife a bịakwutere unu wụ mmụọ ka ọ bịakwutere maka na ha na-echefu na onye agbata obi ị hapụrụ ka agụ dogbuo na mkpọwa oku si na agụụ nọkwa n'obie gị gbatara ya ọsọ enyemaka. Enwere egwu ndị be anyị na-agụsị ọnụrụ ube nwanne agba n'ọsọ ị na-anụ ube nwanne gị na ọ nọ n'ife mgbu na ọ nọ n'ife isi ike na ife na-emekpu ya ahụ ọ na-akpọghị ị na-agbakọkwa ụgha ife ị na-agbara ọsọ wụ na ọ gbasaghọghị na o metụghọghị. That is none of your business. mana oge ọ ya wụ your business wụ oge ife ahụ uru tụziri gị aka maka si eburu ụzọ onye ọzọ n'isi ọ dịka ya zi na-ebukwu nkụ. When you're carrying and when you see another person's corpse, when they go to the mortuary, you'll be looking at those people and you will think they are not privileged, that they didn't merit to be like you that are still living. When you're seeing them put in the casket and going for their final the final rituals for them for their loved ones to wave them goodbye, wave them bye-bye, that they will see again. If there is something like that, that they will meet on the world beyond. When is their own time to come? You would think that one day it will not be your own turn. That is why what is happening to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu today is none of your business. You don't care to know. What is happening to Simon Ekpa, the plans, evil plans. Imagine our own people donating money. Donating money that they cannot use to build, to give our people steady light. The $500,000 that they donated, if they should invest it in the hospital, it will give our people a sense of living. If they should invest it in light, at least some part of Biafra land will have 24 hours light. If not the whole Biafra land, we have 24 hours light because it takes nothing to build. We have dam, we have waterfall, we have everything. We have coal that can give us steady light. We have sunlight if they want to invest it in a solar, but they choose to invest it on putting a bounty on their brother that is making sure that he is stopping the invasion of the Fulani terrorists and Nigerian state in our land. That is where they choose to channel their money. But look at Sheikh Gumi, Shetima, all of them, the governor of Kaduna State, the Gandola, all of them. Every one of them from the Fulani extraction. Every one of them from the Islam. Everyone are speaking the mind and the agenda of their people. It doesn't matter how close you are with him. It doesn't matter how close. You see, the other day I play for us here, a senator in the red chamber. A senator in the red chamber is telling you that God created the Fulanis to love their cow more than human beings. And the same people are the people that they are telling you to coexist with. These people that love animals more than human beings, they are telling you to coexist with that person. And the journalist here is asking Shigumi, all these people that are in Nigeria that are maiming people, pillaging, going on rampage and killing people, are they all Fulanis from the Nigeria extraction? He didn't want to answer that question. The only thing he said that they are all Nigerians. So why must you come to divide who is from the Nigeria extraction and all that? They are all Nigerians. They're all Nigerians. Thank you, my brother. What you said is truth. Common sense is not common. Our people will always want to be a good person to the enemy and a bad person to their own brother. Ndị Igbo si na ọ na-eme ekecha n'ama eburu na n'obi. Ekecha n'ama eburu na n'obi. Ife o ji wee wụrụ sị that n'izuka mma na nneji. Izuka mma na nneji. Our brother Gunegwu Perikome. Ọsị izuka mma na nneji ka ị mara. Izuka mma na nneji. N'eziokwu ka m gwazienu gị izuka mma na nneji ka ị mara. Izuka mma na nneji. That is what Sheikh Gumi is doing in Nigeria today. He's the mouthpiece of all the terrorists, Fulani extraction in Nigeria today. And there's nothing you can do about it because they are the one in charge of the government, in charge of everything. If you say PIM, they will disappear you. Like this man said, they will disappear you. But our people will choose to disappear their own person that is protecting even their own future and the future of their children and their unborn generation. Because of what they are benefiting today. They want to continue benefiting that thing they are benefiting today. The future can go down the drain. It's none of their business. After all, maybe when the future will come, they will no longer be here. So they don't care what becomes of you. The only thing they care about is what they eat now. My brother Kenneth, you're welcome. Kenneth Kenechuko, you're welcome. We are enjoying your program. I enjoy your stay here too. I enjoy you staying here also and listening because if people are making program, if the Biafrans, the media personnel are speaking and then nobody's there to listen, it doesn't make any sense. Though, so you guys that are listening and sharing it are the ones doing more job than we that are speaking. So you're doing more job, Kenneth, and every other person that are out there listening, that have shared, that have liked, that have subscribed, that have hit on the notification bell. You're doing more job because you're the one that are spreading the news. If I only speak and nobody liked it, this YouTube will not even show it to anybody. But why I clicked on that like? So you're doing more job, my brother. You are welcome. And God continue to protect. Even though their brother is ill of their brothers, more especially from the Igbo extraction. Kifun piti, kifun onyonyo, kifife apụ ha n'ọnụ. Ọwụ na nke akpọrọ kedafia kedu ife nji afọ ya from Abia State. That is senator, that Iberibe man. I've forgotten his name. That turn around and they call our people criminals. But Shegumi will warn you if you want to call those terrorists brothers of his. If you want to call them criminals, he will warn you. If you want to call them terrorists, he will warn you. He will tell you that these are the things that these terrorists, they hate to hear. Whenever you call them terrorists, they will begin to misbehave. They will begin to do this. They will begin to do that. Can you imagine that? That calling a terrorist to what it is will provoke him. And he will go into kidnapping people since they have been called the terrorists, that they will not go into kidnapping people. Can you imagine that Chukwuka Abiyama knows what they will do before they even started their evil plans? We go nowhere. They will buy before December 2nd, 2024. Thank you, my brother. Elohim is the one fighting for us, and he knows the intent and the intention of everybody. He knows the intent and intention of everybody. Those that are thinking well for the Biafrans. Thank you, Ame. for that write-up. Chukwu knows, okay, 2 times. They will not invest their Nigerian money, which is our resource money, because Nigeria give them the peanut share. That is what it is, my brother. They were using it for themselves. And then once you want to fight against it, once they see that you want to do something about it, they will begin to fight you. They will channel that money that they said there's no money anywhere. You can't have good medical facilities. You can't have good schools. Our children are studying. There's a video. I don't know where I saved that video. I've been looking for it. Where our children are being taught computer with a stone. The teacher put stone on a desk, and he was using the stone to narrate how mouse work. And he draw the computer on the board. He draw the computer on the board, and he's now using stone to show the children how you be using mouse. You double click, you do this one, you double click, you do this one. And I was like, what is this? What is going on? They can never invest those money on anything useful, but the Fulanis are investing their own money on getting arms and ammunition to secure the land. Makasi na azota na webia zowute. But Nande Biafra chọrọ ịzọta ute, hapụ ana. Ama m onye ghọta ife m kwuru. Ndebe anyị chọrọ ịzọta ute, hapụ ana. Ha zọtazie nyawa ute ha ekoru n'enu. Maka na asị na agbara aka na-azụ ana, onye nwe ji anakọghị ji na ana. And that is what the door wanyị na ha ife ha face. Dịka ụfọdụ na-azọ ute, na-azọ ka ha ọwụrụ ha nwa ya ka zụta ego na Nigeria. Na-azọ ka ọwụrụ ha ya work. Because then by the time the plans scale through, you'll be nowhere. You'll be nowhere. Because they know that one policy in their Islamic state will destroy whatever you have built for years. Just one policy. Just imagine what Ibeto is going through now, that they don't have complete control of the land because of the resistance that the Biafra Liberation Army are putting and the Biafra government in exile through our Prime Minister. Now that they don't have full control, imagine what will happen to our Biafra prominent men when these plans is completed. Each side. Each and every by the time they get what they want, but God forbid, because our Prime Minister and the Biafra Republic government in exile is our saving grace today. If not for them, you can say God forbid from now till eternity come, God will still not forbid it, because you groomed yourself, groomed everybody to be docile and relaxing in the face and in the front of challenge. In the face of danger, everybody is relaxing. When we are still in the school, there is a song that we used to sing, run, 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 and we'll be playing and going around the circle, doing that thing. Run, 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 there's fire on the mountain. Run, 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 there's fire on the mountain. There is fire, there have been fire on the mountain of the Biafrans for a very long time. Mazen Namdekan is been calling on everybody that there's fire on the mountain. Mazen Simon Eba calling people that there's fire on the mountain, and people seem not to be running. Everybody are relaxing. Nife Doma. Gịnị ka ị na-akọdo? Nya jee afịa, nyela afịa, nata nwe ife dị na ya. Nya tụọ afịa, kwụọ high price duty, asịghị na duty arise go, ọ sị gị gbake ya na ngwa afịa. Gị gbake ya na ngwa afịa. Na afịa na-eti n'ego na ha nwa na-eti. Iche nọ ndụ kedo. One ndekọ na-aba na akpafa. Ọ na-akpa nwanne gị ka ọ na-aba. Ka ọ na-akpa onye. Ị na-akpa nne na azụ ndị ilo. Ụbọchị ọ dị ha mma na anyanwụ afịtụ na ya aba nọ ya abata, ọ bata ụbọchị ọdụghọ ha mma na ọya bata ha esizie ya enyo anyụ gbaa agbọ weta ma ndị nke sevu bugoro esevu echika ihe ya ha maghị n'oghe aka kwa ha aka n'azụ isi ije bido ebe kwụsịbụ bifo ije bido n'isi ịkpa n'isi chịkọnye ụkwụ ya ọnụ ọzọ ịchịkọwa chịkọnyocha ha bịakwa bịa kpasasịa ya. And they want us to continue in this line why the Fulanis will be protecting their own and speaking for them, even though they are killing people, sacking villages. They can never condemn whatever any Fulani man did. In fact, the other day he said, if you have any Fulani jailed in any prison in Nigeria, that you're going to answer for it, for jailing a killer, for jailing a terrorist, not even executing the terrorist. That's why you see terrorism today has become the business of the day. Everybody that is a terrorist today in Nigeria is a big boy. I will play for us another video in the evening, not today, so that this program will not be so bulky. I'll play for us another video in the evening, where they are discussing it in the same radio house in Nigeria. That many people are being paid. That people, now as you apply for job, just like you have your CV, just like you have your certificate, you're a graduate, you are an engineer, you are this, you are that, and you're applying for job in different companies. That is how people are now applying to Boko Haram in the north. They want to join them because kidnapping are paying more, and they're being paid on monthly basis. They said that these people pay more than the federal government pay their workers because they don't owe. But federal government can owe you for 6 months. State government. State government can pay you as a teacher. Teachers in Nigeria are receiving the state government teachers. If you are, I think, primary school teachers, if I'm not mistaken, 55. Secondary school teachers, workers, not even private schools. I've been paid 50,000, and at the end of the day, that 50,000 that cannot buy a bag of rice, they will owe you for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and you will be having hope. Now, government ndị agụụ malụ eweta eji atụọ ya teepu ọnya ma ị chọrọ ịma atụ ndị eme ekọnọmi enweka onye esi eme ịjụọ ya ma mama ya onye nkụzi enweka onye esi akpị mkpekpe ịjụọ ya ma mama ya onye nkụzi ọsị ma isi akwa maka na ọjụzụ enwe maka gị nke ji jụọ isi na maka ka o si eme mkpebi nke ya karịa nọ ndị nkụzi na da akpị udo mkpebi anụ maka the type of life they have been subjected. They don't live in they don't live any luxury. No teacher is living luxury. They are all living from hand to mouth. Even from the hand to mouth is a problem. But you have people that are not doing anything, that their job is to go kidnap people, and their own are defending them. But we that have been suffering to make, we are the ones that will go to Lagos and develop it, go to Kano, go to Kaduna, go to all these places and develop it. We are the people you have problem with, but you don't have problem with these ones. I query on and say that na nifendebe nkaya na apukiche na yamaha ikuku na yamaha emenka. Mananda negosi hate actions. Neka shigumi si relax ya na-ekwe. Mgbaje relax ya ntu akuchitelu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kuchita IPOB. Ke gwa money ye disappear the next minute. Like this man said. Okay, onye nke chief akwuru na ya eji wekpo IPOB ko okwu protect ya afia ha na Lagos State. Ebe ko kanota akwe disappear again. Enwe onye Igbo ma ndị chief ma ndị ọhaneze ma ndị Igbo destin na America. Enwe onye n'ime ha na jo Nigeria State. Where is this chief? Our brother that made a statement, he said his mind because of what he's seen. The market are being burned, and this market that is under his protection. Because our people will take responsibility on anything that is handed over to us. We take responsibility on anything that is handed over to us. And the same responsibility is what the man want to take, and they all come against him. And when the terrorist state of Nigeria unleashed their lapdog against this man, nobody uttered any word. It was only Simon Ekpa and this media of the Biafrans that have been saying something about this man. Everybody has forgotten about him. If they killed him tomorrow, nobody will know. That man has been disappeared. Nobody knows his own state of health. If they can torture people that they did not do anything, is that they are not their citizen, they did not come to kidnap any people in Nigeria, they did not come to do anything, they were just fuming and they were kidnapped and dehumanized, put in an isolated place in a cage like a dog, like you would put an animal in a cage, put in a cage for 3 weeks without food. What do you think they are doing to that our brother for saying that he's going to come and protect them? Prince Well Chuku Chibike, you're welcome. Prince Well Chibike, you're welcome. Thank you, my brother. Enyinnaya Baribe. Yes. Enyinnaya Iberibe. That's what his name is. Not Abaribe, it's Iberibe. Thank you so much for that. That's the name I was thinking about before. He's a senator and he's afraid of standing this thing, the will that they will read and the things that they will tell the Biafrans, they already write them and keep for our leader to be killed, so that every one of them will call their journal brand envelope journalism and pay them, and they'll begin to carry the narrative and tell the Biafrans how it is good for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be killed and how it's disrupting the peace of the Biafra land and all that. But to God that frustrate the tokens of the liars and make their diviners mad, frustrated their plans against our people. Even in marriage, our people do same. The 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 molest Igbo daughters, Igbo daughter, marriage to Ogun man. Then Yoruba woman married to their sons. May God help us. My dear, to our women, once they destroy the dignity of our women, the dignity of the Biafra has been destroyed. Shalom, shalom, may Yeshua this year in the name of Yeshua. He said, Amen. Prince Well, Shukubike. Thank you so much, my brother. Yeshua has established our freedom and Biafra that we are. Discussion on that video and for country because these hospitals are companies. You know that the zoo, those that are trapped in this place will always run to them for medical facilities. You're right, my brother. They choose to die in the hand of strangers in a strange land, rather in the hand of own brother, because they don't have any hospital they have built in the Biafra land. Adibin will have hospitals that have the same facilities that they are running to in other places. I think the doctors and the nurses of the extraction will take more care of our own people than those people. They choose strangers over their own brother. My on point on this write-up. They choose strangers. That is why whatever the Fulani are doing to us, they like it. Whatever they're doing to us, they like it. Yes, during PM in primary, not that will bring them fight about the terrorists, so they don't want to hear it from his mouth. It's only from the Biafrans we contribute money and hire and bring on brother, but other people cannot them.
Oh, you know, the Nigerians. In fact, some of them have parents in the town.
So why, for those who say some of these criminal elements are non-Nigerians who move through the ECOWAS territory region,
yes,
into Nigeria, is that true?
What happened is, you see, as I've said, now we are having.
I want this. He asked him, what do you have to say to those people that are losing finger? That many of these for 10 or 15 minutes to be here. Thank you. Do you hear the question? What do you have to say to those Fulanis that are coming from all over the place into Nigeria? What are their work? What are they coming to do? What do you have to say? Because they are coming to cause havoc. They are coming in, they have been causing havoc. And that is the reason why this guy asked him, is that are doing all these things, are they from the Nigeria extraction or are they foreigners? And he have established the fact, he want to establish the fact that these people are foreigners, not from this part of the world. Extraction, they are not indigenous people. As we made us to know, these are all strangers. We know this, my brother. We know this. That's what I made the Minister of Welfare to steal 800, to say that he used 800, I think 800 billion, 80 billion. It's either 80 billion or 800 billion naira to feed the school children during the COVID-19 that people are not going to school. So we know that, my brother, and these and many more are the things that we are saying we can no longer condone and continue to look the other way in this contraption called Nigeria without doing anything. Diana, my sister, you're welcome. Diana, God bless you. From there, this fight is a fight for survival, that every responsible person in that, people in that contraption called Nigeria should wake up to the Fulani terrorists don't care about anyone than Islamization they want. We're not standing against any terror, any attack. We are standing against Nigeria as a state. We're standing against Nigeria as a state. because Nigeria was the one that is given the umbrella and the shield to come and kill and maim our people. So we're standing against Nigeria, and against Nigeria we'll stand against until Biafra is restored. The problem we have is Nigeria. Whatever people that are hiding under Nigeria to do whatever they are doing, we are going to stop them once we stop Nigeria.
Having an ethnic war.
I want you to pay attention to what this man will respond to this question. I want you to pay attention. Pay attention. Very, very
Territory as
into Nigeria. Is that true?
what happened is, you see, as I've said, now we are having an ethnic war.
Did you hear that? He said, as he has said before, that now they are having ethnic war. With who? Who are you having ethnic war with? As long as I can remember, nobody is having an ethnic war with the Fulani. Came to or those that call themselves Middle Belt to their land many years ago, and they come and giving hospitality in the name, because these are people, and many of them are loving people. They welcome, they are so welcoming. They welcome them, and Usman Dan Fodio as a teacher of his, and they thought that the Usman Dan Fodio will teach their children way of Allah. On that process, before they know what is happening, this same Usman Dan Fodio and his cohort instigated their children, the children of the emirs and the children of the top people that are in the Hausa land, instigated them against their leaders, and they have their leaders sent to RIP. And the Fulanis installed their emirs, claiming that those their leaders are corrupt, their fathers are corrupt, that the Fulanis are angels, that we take them to Allah. And that is where they have found themselves today. That this man is not telling you that they are fighting ethnic war. With who are you fighting ethnic war? Is it the Hausas that you have already caged? You take a Lauren from the Yorubas and they did not blink their eye, and you think that the Biafrans, and we are stopping you through our PM, through the Biafra government in Ezra. You are being stopped. Do you see the difference? For those that you are one man guy, did you hear it from the terrorists? He said that there's ethnic war going on, but it's not ethnic war. The war that is going on is the Islamization war, the war of those Nigeria. So the more you continue to call yourself a Nigeria, the more you are preparing yourself for a take-up of the Fulanese enclave, of the Caliphate, of the Islamic world. They will run you over if you continue to carry Nigeria in your mind, in your mouth. Hey, we are one Nigeria now. God have made it that we are here. You must be foolish. Did God not make it that Joseph will go to Egypt? Was it not the program of God that Joseph will go to Egypt? That even Jacob and all of his 12 sons, that all of them will go to Egypt. Was not the arrangement of God? And at the end of the day, God said they were going to be staying for 400 years. That they ended up staying for 430 years. Does that make God to abandon them there and say, now you have integrated with the Egyptians, so you have to be Egypt? Like those that will tell you that when you go to the Romans, you speak Romans. When you go to this place, you speak this one. God said you must have to separate yourself among them. And that is how the France will separate themselves among the terrorists. We cannot be one and the same. He said, we cannot be equally yoked with these people. Army said I should help him And I mean, I don't even know if you're a woman or a man. Are you male or female? Can you respond to me, please? Are you male or female so I can address you properly? Help me to ask the person talking about ethnic war. If talking about war, if them, the Fulanese, are from the land Nigeria, British company, they are not. That is what I'm saying. They are not. They're not from here. They are strangers. They come and they invaded the land, the home of the Hausas, the Habe Hausas over. And they're making decisions for them today. These other people, they cannot make any decision for themselves. They cannot. The only decision, the ones that these people made for them, the people of the Caliphate, Usman and Fodio descendants.
The Fulani nomadic feels his existence is threatened.
Did you hear that? And I want to ask you, when last did you hear Hausa Fulani again? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 up to 18. Even me at the time, because to what is happening, I never knew that between Hausa and Fulani. In the land, they are the cancer that everyone is suffering today. And that's why our Prime Minister said, if you did not cut off this cancer from Africa, it will. Cancer is so that if you do not cut it off from anywhere you see it, them are indigenous people to Nigeria. The only people that are indigenous to this evil concocted country called Nigeria that Britain created, the only people that are indigenous is the Biafrans, the Hausas, and the Yorubas. In as much as if you come among the Hausas, you have other tribes, you have different other languages that claim one thing or the other. That is okay. But what we have is Hausa, Yoruba, and the Biafrans, the Igbos. Because every other person, in as much as when you come, we have our different tongues, but we are one, we are all Igbos. This is what they want everybody to destroy. Why they are building their own destiny. Your network is poor. Yes, the network has been disturbing, my brother, it has been disturbing. But we have overcome them. One day the network will be stable. It is coming and going, coming and going. But I think it's okay now. I think it's okay now. So this man said is feeling existential threat. That they are afraid that the existence of the Fulani man has been threatened. That the existence of the Fulani has been threatened. Their brothers all over the world to come and join them, join force together to fight those that have made their existence to be threatened. The same people that is a threat to every other ethnic nationality have you ever heard that the Yoruba man rose up and they went to Fulani community and they maim and kill and ransack people? The answer is no. Have you ever heard that Hausa man, that the Middle Belton man, that the Kwararafa man moved to anywhere, or Ijo man, or anybody from Igede, from Benue side, gone to anybody in the north, an Hausa community, and they begin to massacre and kill people there? Have you ever heard such thing? Or you hear the Biafrans, that the Biafrans moved to the north and they were massacring Fulanis in their community, even the ones that are living among us at the time? Have you ever heard that? The answer is no. But these people, because they thought that is the right time for them to take over Nigeria, that they have succeeded in installing stooges in our land, enrich them, allow them to get some riches, to blindfold them, that when they now come against us, they will be the one to be massacring our people. All the killings that have been happening by the Fulani, one bringing the Fulanis, paving way for them to come and kill us. That the ones paving way for the army, inviting the army to come and kill us. Emmanuel, my brother, you're welcome. Emmanuel, you're welcome. They have been the one paving way for those and mem and kill the Biafrans. Outside that, all these nomadic people cannot do anything to the Biafrans. But they will come in the coronation that they are army, they are police, they are this one. And they begin to cause and wreak havoc in our land. If not that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra Simon Ekpa is stopping them. By now, I'm telling you the truth, you'll be running in your house with your family. You'll be looking for visa to Somalia. You'll be looking for visa to Chad, to all these neighboring countries that are ABGG. I'm telling you the truth. That would have been your best option just for you to leave. But because our Prime Minister is standing on the gap, many people are enjoying safety. They don't know what they have. Ifi photo. Ụbọchị onye tufu ha narị oge aka anya ya asaghị iwe ghọta ife mere onwe. Ọwụ na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu today, ọwụ na orezi, ọwụ na Chineke rezi ho Simon Ekpa. Oge a onye ọwụ na akara ịfụ mpiti. Maka na asị na-achọ gbuo nwa dike bụ nwa dike. Ụbọchị ife ike mee, ịchọwa anyanwụ nwa dike ya afụzi ya. Ịchọwa nwa dike na ya afụzi ya. Exactly, we have overcome. Mother, amen. We have overcome. They are doing their paid job. We understand. We go nowhere, for we will continue to manage the network. We go nowhere, my brother, my sister. That's why we are praying that Biafra come. You will begin to enjoy uninterrupted network. Yeah, there's network problems all over the place. We are going to teach the white people, those people that call themselves white, the Caucasians. We're going to teach them how things work, the internet and everything. Are you getting me? We'll have the most strongest network in the world. Other people will be coming for us to teach them how we are able to do it. You understand? So, I salute you from here. All must help Biafra, my brother. All must help Biafra. All must help Biafra. Ogonna, I salute you from here. One thing we should know is that the Nigeria is their only hope for now. That's why they are doing everything possible to take over the land. Yes, that is what I'm saying, Ogonna. The only umbrella that is in the Atlantic Ocean, the only umbrella that is making it possible that you as a person cannot scale through and have control of your own destiny is because this Nigeria is still in existence. Remember, the template of Usman Danfodio is that they should resist anything that has to do with change of power. That when those people that are fooling themselves, thinking they are fooling Biafrans, that the Obi is coming to be a president, Obi is coming. Oh, Obidiot. It is already established that the Biafran will never, they want that happened when Biafra and Jonathan become president. It was a coincidence. It was a coincidence, but God made it that way so that Jonathan will see what is happening and some agreements that have been written that nobody know anything about. How many times did Jonathan made attempt to see if something different can be given to the people that they call Nigerians? At the end of the day, nothing happened. It was frustrated because Shetima, Shekugumi, and their cohorts, all the Fulani terrorists sponsored Nigeria. What they want is Nigeria to continue in existence and people to do it. They depend on your own foolishness, not knowing who you are. They depend on it, on that foolishness of you claiming, oh, I'm this one. Not those people that are calling for secessionists. I'm not among the secessionists. They are counting on that your foolishness to make sure they keep you down and to make sure they send you to RIP. But when this will happen, you will not know. Many that have encountered these people never knew they will encounter them. But why they encountered them is because the Nigerian state is still pampering and sponsoring them. That is why they encountered them. And that is why many others that will counter them will still counter them.
Countries, irrespective of where they are, Fulani.
Irrespective of anywhere they come from. Irrespective of anywhere they come from. Whether they have ever seen each other before, so long as you identify yourself to be Fulani, you are a Fulani. Fulani is Fulani man. But a Biafran is not a Biafran man. An Igbo is not an Igbo man. A Yoruba is not a Yoruba man. Hausa is not an Hausa man. It's only among the Hausas. They go into Hausas. If you see those that call themselves Middle Belt, they will be trying to claim to you how Middle Belt is not Hausa. If you come to Igbo, somebody from the coastal region will be claiming to you, trying to portray to you how somebody from the coastal region is not an Igbo man. But Sheikh Gumi is telling you that a Fulani man from all over the world, anywhere they are, that their identity is Fulani man. They don't have two identity. And they have their fathers. Remember this. He said they have their fathers that have been living in this country, Nigeria, for ages. Many people don't know what would have become of them. Many people don't know what would have befall them if not for the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, Simon Ebanjoko. I will be stopping this program from here. In the evening, while I'm bringing the other video, we will finish this Sheikh Gumi narrative of what the Fulani stands for and what they are fighting for. They are fighting, according to him, that their existence is being threatened. But you, that your existence has been threatened, not only threatened, your people, your children have been killed and maimed, butchered, sent to RIP. Over 6 million of your children have been starved to death. Those that should be men and women that are doing wondrous work today in Biafra land have been sent to early grave, 1967, 1970. And you're not bothered that this same incident is coming to repeat itself. That history is repeating itself right before your eyes, and you are still domiciled. You are still a Dundee. You are still romancing with something that have come to kill you. You're still romancing with something that have come to kill you. Canceling the BC. You're welcome. There we go. You're still romancing with something that have come to kill you. Thank you so much, Kensley. Kevin 22. Thank you so much. God bless BLA and BLN, the Biafra Liberation Armies and the Biafra National Guide. Thank you so much for that.
Udo dịrị gị nwa Chineke. Udo dịrị gị. So we'll be drawing the curtain from here. I don't want us to stay up to 3 hours here. We have stayed for long so that those that will come to listen later, they will be able to. No more hand picking, waving, hand picking, waving, hand picking, waving, hand picking, waving, hand picking, waving. No more. No more. They can no longer be disappearing us while we do nothing. They can no longer be disappearing us while we do nothing. Army, thank you. I want to congratulate each and every one of you that we are here. You have been here for 2 hours. Let me save the data of those, more especially those at home. Let me save their data so that those that will come to listen, it will be very easy for them to go through it, to sit down. People, our real enemies. Our real enemies. Our real enemies are the Yoruba media. The Yoruba media, and our real enemies are the Yoruba media. Media are worse than the Fulanis. All of them put together, my brother. All of them put together. They're all working hand in hand to see that our people. Amaka, I salute you from here. Amaka, okay, I salute you from here. For coming. Evening from here, depending on your own time zone. Margaret, I salute you. Amaka, I salute you for always for being there. Chiji, oh yeah, I salute Eze, I salute you, and the army, I salute you. Do before. Kesley, I salute you from here, and Ogonna, Agonna Ifeanyi, I salute you from here also. Agonna, you're welcome. Emmanuel Sriel, I salute you from here, my brother. Thank you for always being there. Who again? Only those that I see the right of Diana, my sister, I salute you from here. Only those that send messages that I can see. So those that were not opportune, maybe you are busy, you could not write, I also salute you. You are doing a great job. And Prince Will Chibike, I salute you from here, my brother. You have been doing great. You did a great job today. And Ami, our sister, you did a great job today. And Kenneth Kenechukwu, I salute you from here, my brothers. And Desmond, I salute you. Desmond Oba. John, I salute you, my brother, for coming. I salute you. Chinenye Obiefuna, I salute you. Sonny, I salute you from here. Rosalind, I salute you from. Thank you so much, dear friends. We're going to call it a day from here. May God continue to guide and protect you. May Lord let the light of his countenance shine upon you and be gracious to you and keep you both now until we see Biafra, until Biafra is declared. Do have a lovely day today and have a good night rest. Good night rest for those that are in their nights. It is a good day from my side. God bless you and see you in the evening. Thank you so much. I salute. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely day. Biafrans, love you all. I salute you all from here. Do have a nice day or a night rest or whatever. May Elohim guide you. Biafra is our only home, and Biafra is our destination. Ise. God bless you, Ami. Thank you, and see you